Okay, today's video, we're going to talk about bid strategy limited Google Ads. What to do to get rid of this warning from your account, what it means, and how to get rid of it while still making more profit from your ads, okay? This warning that you see show up in Google Ads, first and foremost, has to do with 90% of your bids being too low on a manual bidding specific campaign, or if not 90%, a higher percentage. We're talking 50% plus. Okay, so it's simple to say most of your keyword bids while using manual bidding is too low to actually get you 100% impression share, or close to 100% impression share, or number of times you show up out of 100 for your keywords. Okay, so you can easily confirm this by looking at your keywords, at keywords in your keywords menu of your account and seeing if any keywords are showing bid too low, not on first page. Warning under the keyword statuses under each keyword. If you have bid too low, not on first page under the keyword status for a certain keyword, that says that you're not going to show up on the first page. So you're basically, and it's not a hard and fast rule, but usually you won't show up on the first page. Sometimes you still will, for reasons I won't talk about exactly here. But if that's the case, you need to bid higher just to get shown on the first page for the most part, unless it's sometimes they'll want you to spend 10 times more per click to get to show on the first page, and you may just skip that and come back to that keyword later, which is what I often do in that situation. But if you have a bunch of keywords like that, that's the time when you're going to get bid strategy limited Google Ads. Because what they want you to do, Google wants you to do, is switch your bidding strategy to a smart bidding strategy, so that effectively they're going to make more money, yes, through taking control of your bidding, through you switching to smart bidding, okay? Now, when Google wants you to do something that makes them more money, it's not always obviously to your detriment or counterproductive to you making more money. A lot of times it is, a lot of times it isn't, which is why it's good to actually hire somebody who actually knows what the heck to do instead of just randomly guessing, and then, because you're going to waste more money guessing to figure out what works than it is to just hire somebody who actually knows what they're doing to tell you what works and what doesn't work. Some of you guys want to learn what you're trying to do, and that's what this channel also caters to a lot. But, you should at least study a lot the art of running PPC ads profitably in that case, this is the best source for you that you can find. But with that said, okay, Google wants you to spend more money, and in this case, it can make you more money. And really, it all just comes down to, are you making money already? If you're already making a profit, okay, obviously you want more traction, okay? You want to get shown more for what you're already showing up for. In that case, you could just simply bid more per click, and this warning goes away. You could switch to smart bidding and also get this warning to go away. Actually, you can get rid of it two ways. Either way, it's going to get you to show up a higher percentage of the time. Out of 100 times, you're going to get shown closer to 100 out of 100 times for your certain keywords if you do either of those things. Respectively, you normally, if you've at least had 30 conversions in your account and your individual campaign has gotten at least 5 or 10 conversions on it, it'd be better off for you to just switch to smart bidding if you're not on smart bidding already, because the machine learning capabilities that Google has with their systems is going to get you more out of a campaign for a certain set of keywords than you're going to get on your own with any kind of manual bidding strategy you have. And I can confidently say that because I've spent thousands of hours trying to optimize Google Ads campaigns, and I still can't beat Google with smart bidding using the most sophisticated bid modification via a manual bidding strategy. I start out with manual bidding so I could get a good amount of traction on my keywords while still keeping things fairly well in check of what we're paying per click. But when we get a certain minimum amount of conversion data, 30 plus conversions, like I said, then smart bidding is going to be able to do more than I can do as a human, frankly. I don't care how smart I am. That is, Google keeps a profile on every user that comes through Google. if you've signed up for an account on Google 10 years ago, they've, in a database somewhere, stored everything about you as a user, what websites you visited, what you've said with a Google app installed on your phone via the microphone that picks up your voice, on and on and on and on. And they have like 1,000 different data points on you as an individual user. When you come through and you convert on somebody's campaign, they database that, and then they also database the traits of the users that don't convert, and they compare the two, and then that's how they get you more results. So, yeah, you can modify bids on a whole lot of different levels, including not just the standard, demographics level, doing a bid adjustment on a demographics level, or on a device level, or on a keyword level. You can also, in the audience menu, go ahead and do a bid adjustments on an audience level, whether somebody likes fast food, whether they like football, stuff like that. But even then, you're still not going to beat smart bidding because they can draw conclusions about users that you can't draw very easily on your own through machine learning and their machine learning systems, because they'll figure out, if the user has these string of 4 traits, they're 86% likely to turn into a customer your ad should show up, because the likelihood that they convert is at 86%, and therefore, we could bid you higher by 27% and still get a conversion at or below the cost per conversion you want, because the math works out, and they all do this in real time. You're not going to beat Google's machine learning systems. I don't care what you're doing as far as an advertiser. And the more data you've accumulated in your account, the more accurate this machine learning gets. And so it's not a question of smart bidding getting you better results. It's just a matter of how much data do you accumulate in your account before that becomes true. And that true point, for the most part, 30 conversions to your account, 5 to 10 conversions on an individual campaign, that smart bidding is already going to start to do better. And it's going to do a lot better when you have hundreds of conversions on a particular campaign. So you want to utilize it. And so tying things back to the situation here, bid strategy limited Google ads, probably just want to basically switch to smart bidding if you've already gotten those 30 conversions in your account already and 5 or 10 conversions on that individual campaign, because you are going to get more profitability out of that campaign that way anyway. Whereas if you're just starting out and you don't have all that conversion data, then you should stay with manual bidding, because it'll make sure you get enough clicks on all your keywords to really give the campaign time to get some conversion data. Because ultimately, what people do on the flip side is that when they go to smart bidding too soon, when a lot of people make that mistake, I like to make that mistake, then what happens is they'll set their campaign up to try to get $100 cost per conversion. Because the campaign doesn't have any data, it runs very inefficiently. It right away can't get you $100 cost per conversion, and then it just, the campaign dies. You have to spend money to get data to get to the good results. And so instead of just expecting the results right away, you invest in the money in your campaign to get data so they can find out what part of the market converts for you. Then you can use your smart bidding, and the smart bidding is going to beat what you can get done otherwise. And the manual bidding it basically guarantees you're going to get shown for your keywords, because if you don't, you can just bid a little bit more per click, a little bit more per click, and so on and so forth. And there's a point where you bid high enough, you're going to get shown. And then you just wait until you get some conversions, assuming your funnel's efficient, you got a good landing page, a good ad, you'll get your conversions eventually, and then you just switch to smart bidding, and then it really takes off. So that said, okay, so for the most part, if you have this bid strategy limited Google ads warning in your account, it's usually tied to the bid cap that you have on your manual bidding campaign. That is, you put a cap, like let's say I don't want to pay more than $2 a click, and therefore a bunch of your keywords aren't going to show up on the first page. They're going to have that bid too low warning on the status menu or status column of your keyword menu in your account. And then, switching to smart bidding will fix it. Or, of course, you could raise the keyword bids, but smart bidding is probably the way you should go, like for the reasons I said and when I said. That said, the other reason why bid strategy limited Google ads warning would show up indirectly is because your ad performance is poor. If you don't want to pay more for a click and get this warning to go away and have your ad show up more often without paying more per click. You can actually get this warning to go away, show up more without paying more per click by simply being better. And if your ROI is not where it needs to be, you may not have the opportunity to pay more per click to get shown and have this warning, bid strategy limited Google Ads warning go away. And you have no choice but to be better. Google on an ongoing basis is trying to find because there's usually like 8 to 10 people cycling in and out of the top 4 spots on Google. They're constantly trying to figure out which advertisers have the best click-through rates and the best conversion rates, because those are the people that are giving the users on Google the best experience as a whole and makes people want to come back to Google and click on ads in the future. So if you want to make money with Google Ads, the simple answer is have better click-through rates and better conversion rates than your incumbent players that are already advertising on Google Ads. Advertise long enough for Google's machine learning systems to see it, and then the money will start raining in, and it will, because that's what Google wants every single time. That's not to be disputed, okay? And getting an ad that has a higher click-through rate than your competition, than all the other ads, that are the 8 to 10 ads that are running in your space, cycling in and out of the top 4 ads, and getting a better landing page that converts at a higher rate, is not that challenging to do if you, of course, just are going to put proper effort into what you're doing, given the average person is cheap about what they're doing. So if you just go at it like, I'm going to do whatever it takes to get the best ad and the best landing page, you will get it. You may have to hire somebody to help you out do it still, but anybody can basically do it. And I don't care what market you're in or how competitive a market you think you're in. It's really not that hard because people barely try. They think it's like a yellow page listing where you just put your money in, the ad shows up, and you're done. And that's obviously, just like I said, not the case at all. It's a competition. Can you do better than the competition? If so, you can push out the people that are there and get most of those customers for yourself. And if you can't, Google wants to price you out of the system. So you could pay less per click or pay the same per click and show up and get most of the clicks and show up most of the time for your keywords and not have this bid strategy limited Google Ads warning show up for you, which indicates you're not getting shown very often for your keywords, by simply getting a better click-through rate or better conversion rate and probably trying to optimize for both, because optimizing for both will get you the greatest effect here. So that's all you have to do. And then, and of those two, by the way, click-through rate, conversion rate, the easiest one to manipulate is the click-through rate, because making a good landing page is time-consuming and expensive. Making a better ad simply, if you want just a secret that works every time that anybody can do, it is going into your search terms report, finding every term that's relevant to your business that you want to show up for, writing custom ads for every one, which people in the industry calls single keyword ad group structures. And so if they type in blue socks with black polka dots, you have an ad that says blue socks with black polka dots on it specifically, so that if there's 4 ads at the top of Google, the user's got to click on one. Your ad makes the most sense to click on 90% of the time, and now you beat out everybody in terms of click-through rate. And you didn't beat them just by a small margin. You had beat them by a factor of at least 2 or even 3. And so you may not even have to touch your landing page in order for this warning to effectively go away, even though you shouldn't stop there. Effectively in terms of time and effort and money spent in your business to get you to the next level of what you're doing, it's literally easier, or the easiest thing you can usually do is to fix your Google Ads account, because usually it's, the stuff that I talk about, it's turnkey stuff. Yes, it's kind of expensive to do, but it's going to work for the next 10 years. And, everything else you do in your business, you got to rely on staff to do it, and you got to keep checking on them. When this is in place, it's just going to work and work and work and work. And yes, you might have to spend $5, $10K to get it set up, but if you're making 20 grand a month today from your Google Ads, you can easily get that up to 50 just by making your ad and your landing page better, or even 100. What can you do in your business that's going to have that big of an impact in your business that quickly? Because you can spend 30 days hiring the best strategist that knows Google Ads inside and out, that can write an ad that beats everybody every time and get you a better landing page that beats everybody every time. get it in place, wait 90 days for the algorithm to see that you're way better than your competition now, and then just pour on every user that's profitable that they can to you. And by the way, there's a little known secret in the Google ad space now. When you start out as an advertiser, they don't give you the good portion of the traffic. You think you're going to bid on red shoes as a keyword, and you're getting the same traffic as all the other people advertising on that keyword? No. They're going to send the person that they know is most likely to convert, and they know that because they watch everything a user does before they make that search as well. What sites they've visited in the past, what they've said, with near their phone in the past, or they track what you say on your phone or near your phone. And so they know with what percentage likelihood that you are going to turn into be a customer, and they want to send that user most likely to be a customer to the guy who's been advertising for 5 years, and that gives the users the best experience. So you can see how all this, circles around to everything revolves around being a better advertiser at the end of the day. And so you're getting lower cost per click by being the better advertiser. They want to reward you enough to stick around. They want to give you the better quality, more likely to convert user. You get more market share that way. But more clicks, obviously, means you're going to get more market share. And so when you add up all these individual benefits, you're talking about not just if you can double your click-through rate, you're not making twice as much money, you're making 5 times as much money at the end of the day. So anyway, that's some information about how Google Ads works, in addition to this bid strategy limited Google Ads warning. Bid strategy limited warning on Google Ads that pops up for you, why it pops up, how you can remedy it. And if it does pop up for you, you certainly will make more money fixing it. You can raise your bids or switch to smart bidding and fix it with that. If you don't have the ability to do that, or you just want to be able to fix it in a more profitable way where you have even more upside fixing it, you make your ads physically better in terms of click-through rate and conversion rate, and you'll get it fixed, and you'll make more money, not just by being shown more, but now you're going to be shown more, you're going to be pay less per click, you're going to get more people to convert, you're going to get a better quality user that you're paying for, and you're going to make way more money than you would have otherwise with the easy method, if you will. So with that said, I'll wrap it up with that. If you like the video, I would appreciate giving the video a like on the way out. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section what you have as far as a question as it comes to the bid strategy limited warning, or if you have any other ad-related question, you can also easily ask me in the comment section. As I always mention, I try to answer questions within 24 hours to the best of my ability, using my 15 years of ad strategy experience to help you put you on the right track with what you're doing, just as a thank you for coming to our channel, watching, and helping the channel grow. If you are looking for a single piece of information or source of information that's going to help you make millions of dollars running ads for your business, this is the channel you want to subscribe to, as the information you're going to get on this channel is coming straight from the source, on somebody who does ad strategy on dozens of different ad accounts to find out what works and what doesn't work on an ongoing basis, 40 hours a week as my sole job. Run an advertising agency where we do ad strategy for clients, in which we got to guarantee the results. We have team members help execute on those strategies, but my job is just to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And what I find what works as well as what doesn't work, I give to you on a silver platter on this channel for you to use totally for free. And with that, obviously our hope is if you don't want to do the work, we can do it for you and guarantee your results. But the information you're basically going to find elsewhere on YouTube as well as online is generally made by people selling courses that aren't really running ads. They say they do, they're not really running ads. Trust me, I know on that. Or they run an agency, but they don't run ads themselves, and they don't know anything, practically speaking, or it's second or third person removed information. Or they manage a couple campaigns, but they don't manage 40 or 50 at a time, so they don't really truly know how the things that they're doing work on a broad basis. So for all those reasons, you want to subscribe to this information because it's coming straight from the source, from somebody who, it's the best source of information basically you're going to get. So you should subscribe, and you should subscribe right now. With that said, also, I have a blog that you should check out. If you like the channel, you think it's useful, on my blog, there's even better information, as most people will find and say. That is, we have individual strategies you can follow to bolt on, if you will, more additional profit to your brand, running ads on Google, Facebook, and so forth, with step-by-step instructions, with screenshots, everything. So if you like the channel, you should definitely check that out as well. Beyond that, if you don't want to do all the heavy lifting of these strategies I give you on this channel, and you just want to get the results by paying, that's exactly what we do here at our ad agency, at our PPC agency. And with that, before we even work with a client, we look over your stuff and we estimate how much we can get in terms of a lift in profit from your ads. That is raising your sales without raising the ad spend up front before we will get paid. And if we don't raise your sales that minimum amount that we tell you up front, we'll raise it. We do not take a fee. Nobody else out there that offers PPC services offers any kind of a guarantee like that, which should tell you right away the difference in quality of our services versus others, and the information thereof on this channel, by the way. But so if you want to hire the best PPC agency and somebody that can actually put their money where their mouth is, that's exactly what we're doing here. We do 99.9% of the work for you, and you get the results, and you pay for the results. The only catch is we don't take on just any client. We got to know we can get great results with your stuff before we begin. But if you want to see if we can work together, reach out to me at guaranteeppc.com. I'll give you a free assessment, see if we can work together and estimate how much results we can get for your campaign up front. If you're not looking to work with an ad agency per se like mine to work on your Google ads, Facebook ads, but you want to get great results and you want to cut the time and effort it takes to get to results, we can sell you the ad template that works for your niche already. That is, like, for instance, if you're in the plumbing space, we worked for years in the plumbing space. Whereas instead of doing all the hard work to build out the best ad, best landing page, all that for your space, you can literally take the campaigns, landing pages, ads, everything we developed for your market already in a different geographic area, copy and paste it directly into your account, and get the same results we're getting with none of the work and none of the investment it took for us to figure out the ultimate best way to run ads in your space. So if you're interested in that, you can also reach out to me at guaranteeppc.com. We've worked in over 100 niche markets, so the chances are high. We already got a template for your space. And if you're looking to start a new business, by the way, you can use one of these templates to very easily start another side business. Whether you want to get into e-commerce or selling leads, which we've got several people using these templates to start up side businesses, selling leads to people, because the leads we're able to generate with our templates are already so cheap because we've optimized our campaign for years many times to get the lead cost down in a number of different industries. Or, we're selling a lot of millions of dollars of product in country A. Somebody wants to get into e-commerce selling the same product in country B that they can easily source from China. They have a turnkey setup to sell that product with a turnkey campaign by getting the template from us that sells that same product in country A and country B. If you're interested in any opportunity like that, you can also reach out to me at guaranteeppc.com. But with that said, I'll wrap everything up with that. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you on my next video where we have another great strategy for you then. See you later.